Zurich is the largest city in Switzerland and the capital of the canton of Zurich. The city is considered an important economic, cultural, and a social center of both Switzerland and Europe, with a long and rich history that dates back into the years 57 and 58 BC, when the Romans conquered the Alps and established the town of Zurich to control trade throughout the area. And in the 4th century, a castle was built on Lindenhof, which is an area inside the city today, and it remained until the early Middle Ages, around which the settlement of Zurich expanded. Later, Zurich became a part of Frankish Rhode Almania in 1746, following the blood court of Canstacht. And in 1218, Zurich became a free city, although it was under the Holy Roman Emperor's rule. Later, Zurich made an alliance with Uri and Schwyz, and in 1292 it failed in a desperate attempt to seize the Habsburg town of Winterthur. And in 1315, Zurich fought against the Swiss Confederates at the Battle of Morgarten. So later, like a lot of other Swiss cities, Zurich was affected by the Black Death, and like a lot of other Holy Roman Empire cities, they blamed the Jews. And in the later medieval period, the political power in the city started to change, as the self-government came with the establishment of the Zunftverordnung by the Guild laws in 1336 by Rudolf Braun, who also became the first independent mayor of Zurich. And under the new constitution, the little council was made up of the burgomaster and 13 members from the Constable. Each of the 26 held office for 6 months, with the council of the city that consisted of over 212 members, plus 78 representatives each of the Constable and of the guilds. But enough of the city's politics, because that will take another 3 hours of explaining. And so, by 1373, Zurich was a part of the Everlasting League. But they didn't really enjoy that, with a lot of problems happening between both parties. And so, Zurich would finally later join the Swiss Federation as the 5th member in 1351. However, that was not enough to end their problems, as they were expelled in 1440 after going to war with other members over the territory of Toggenburg. However, they got defeated in 1446 before joining again in 1450. And in the latter half of the 15th century, Zurich managed to substantially increase the territory under its control, gaining Thurgau, Winterthur, and Rhine. And its position in the Confederacy was also improved with its role in the Burgundy Wars under Hans Waldmann from 1468 to 1519. And at that point, Zurich history was basically them beefing with other countries around. And in the 16th century, with the council not being able to bring the population to its senses, Ulrich Zwingli became the priest of the Großmünster Church. And he started the Reformation, which spread from Zurich to all of German-speaking Switzerland. And during the Reformation, many religious refugees came to Zurich, helping the city to develop. In 1648, the Peace Treaty of Westphalia granted the Confederation independence from the Holy Roman Empire, which was just a symbolic thing because they were essentially independent before that. In the 17th century, Zurich moved away from being a rural area and developed its industries and economy. However, the old system of government perished in Zurich, as elsewhere in Switzerland, with the French invasion in the spring of 1798. So at that point, the Swiss Confederacy, which until then had consisted of self-governing cantons united by a loose military alliance, was invaded by the French Revolutionary Army and turned into a puppet state known as the Helvetic Republic. And during that period, Zurich lost much of its power, with territories lost to other cantons, and with the city becoming a battlefield of the French Revolutionary Wars of the Second Coalition, with the first Battle of Zurich in June and the second one in September. And on the 19th of February 1803, the Act of Mediation abolished the Helvetic Republic and restored the cantons. And with the abolition of the centralized state, Switzerland went back to being a confederation. And after Napoleon's defeat, the Congress of Vienna fully re-established Swiss independence, and the European power agreed to recognize permanent Swiss neutrality. The rest of the 18th century was quiet for Zurich. Except some political unrest, the city industrialized and expanded to include the former villages of Wollishofen, Ing, Leimbach, Fluttern, and Hottingen. And in 1934, the city borders were extended again. And like you know, Switzerland was neutral in both world wars, so the city wasn't affected by the wars. However, it was accidentally bombed during the Second World War, with many Jews seeking refuge in the city. And after the war ended, Zurich continued to grow, and the city did substantially change during the 20th century. And today, Zurich is not just Switzerland's biggest city, but is considered one of the best cities to live in the world, if you ignored how expensive everything is there. Anyways, this is all for today. I am Mondra of you, and I'll see you again in the next video.